Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today. Big Greg, what's up, bro?
Happy Thursday. NFL season is here.
It is here, man. It is, man. It is. Good to see everybody. Hope everybody is doing well. It is the NFL season. It starts tonight. And our schedule, we will not have an afternoon show at 3 p.m. Eastern. We will have a live pregame NFL show at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central. So make that adjustment. It's a lot of fun. I promise you. Come join us tonight. We'll go for about an hour leading into everything around this game, just to NFL, just this game. It's a ton of fun. We play a lot of games, first touchdowns, all that kind of stuff. So make sure to come join us tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. All right, let's jump into the show here. Here's how we did yesterday. 1 and 2 in the picks with a home run. So, kind of one of those days. Yankees and the Astros over 9. We get that one. George Springer. Get that on the home run. Phillies team total should have taken the over. I mean, the Brewers 5-0 in the first inning. Just absolutely massive. Braves and the Cubs over 8. Did not get that one. That series has been a dud. Just an absolute stinker. But it is what it is. Baseball, we're getting close to the end. Football starting up. All right. Let's see. Howie Schwab, crew play of the day. All right. Sticking with the NFL here. Cowboys plus 8.5. Eagles minus 8.5. Are you going over 47.5? Are you going under 47.5? Polls in the chat. Vote now. Update as we always do at the end of the show. Okay. Yeah, we got a lot to get into. All right, let's jump right into the picks. All right, Greg, go ahead. Start us off. What do you got?
All right, we'll start off with Major League Baseball today. We are jumping on the under in the Dodgers-Pirates game. Got a good one today. Skeen's going on the Pittsburgh side, so I'm feeling pretty excited about it, especially what we saw yesterday. The lack of offense, I think that may carry over to today. We will jump right back on the Brewers again today. I liked what I saw yesterday. Got a nice future on them. I like how they're playing. I like what I've seen. We will continue to ride them. Got them at minus 123. I think it's a little bit higher than that right now, but I think it is a good play with Milwaukee. NFL this weekend, we are on the Cardinals minus 6.5. We are on the Dolphins plus 1. I think the Dolphins have now moved to even, somewhere around that. I think both of these are great spots. We talked about it 2 days ago. We'll mention it again. The NFL teaser that includes tonight is the Eagles minus 1.5, the Broncos minus 1. So we were jumping on the evening game tonight with Philly. We'll carry that over to Sunday with the Denver game.
Nice. All right, I'm going to jump on 4 props here. Dak Prescott over 23.5 completions. Yeah. I think the Cowboys are going to be throwing the ball a lot tonight. I think we're going to see, the biggest problem for me when you're playing against the Philadelphia Eagles is time of possession. The Eagles can just absolutely own the clock, and it kills other teams' props. But I do think that Dak's going to have to throw the ball a trillion times because Dallas just absolutely refuses to have a running game. So they're going to be passing pretty much on every play. So I'm going to roll with the Dak Prescott over 23.5 completions because especially in the fourth quarter of this game, the second half of this game, Dallas will not run the football. They'll be down by 14 points. They'll be getting their heads beaten in, and they're just going to throw it. Saquon Barkley over 19.5 rushing attempts. It's hard to go against this number. Saquon is going to get as many opportunities as possible. I also don't mind playing him in receptions, and we'll talk more about that tonight. However, Saquon's going to get every opportunity to run the football. Every single opportunity. And it kind of plays into number 1. If the Eagles are owning the time of possession, they're just owning the clock, it plays right into this. So, rock in a hard place. 1 and 2, going to have to make a decision here. Jake Elliott, Eagles kicker, over 1.5 field goals. Look, Philly is definitely good at punching in touchdowns. But in a game with an 8.5-point spread and a team in Dallas that we really don't know about, I trust Philly to be kicking some field goals tonight. Divisional game, yeah. Take points where you can get them. Philly's good about that. I mean, yeah, they do go for fourth downs for sure. We see it. But there are also going to be times for field goals tonight. And I like the Eagles kicker here, Jake Elliott. So I'm going to take him over 1.5 field goals. And then finally, CeeDee Lamb over 6.5 receptions. Again, you look at number 1, look at number 4. All right. They're going to play into each other. And let me just tell you, CeeDee Lamb's going to get a lot of looks. A lot of looks. Now, again, any Dallas fans, I'm sorry. I'm not buying into it. I don't think Dallas is going to be that good. But they're going to have the ball a lot this year, and they're going to throw a lot. Right? So you're going to see a lot of Dak Prescott completions, attempts, CeeDee Lamb receptions. I mean, CeeDee Lamb usually has 4 receptions in the first quarter. I mean, the first drives are always scripted out. CD put the ball on the ground. Yeah. I mean, he's going to get it thrown to him. Who else are they going to throw it to? That's what I'm getting at, is that I don't trust anything with Dallas. I don't want anything to do with them. I don't think that they're any good. But they're going to score points. And they're going to have the ball a lot because they're going to be down. And they're just going to be playing catch-up ball constantly. Right? So, yeah, I mean, look, Jerry Jones makes a lot of money, but he ain't putting together good football teams, and I'm not going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So, sorry. You're not getting it. Jerry Jones might get everybody else's money. He ain't getting mine. I ain't buying into any of it. I don't want anything to do with it. I think the Cowboys are going to be trash. I don't think they're going to be any good at all. So, sorry. I'm not buying into the bullshit. Anybody else can. You can buy into it. I ain't buying into a damn thing coming out of Jerry Jones's mouth. None of it. I ain't buying none of it. So, yeah, there we go. Football season's here. I'm fired up already. I'm about tired of hearing about it from Jerry Jones. I give him the benefit of the doubt on Micah Parsons. I'll give him that with the money, but I'm already tired of trying to having to feel sorry for you. I'm not doing it. All right, you're the dumbass. You couldn't figure it out. Okay, you got players on your team. Okay, and you live in a salary cap world. Okay, so basic accounting says, hey, these guys that are pretty good, maybe I want to get ahead of it. Maybe I throw some money at them when they don't have any money. You ever notice that? Guys are always ready to sign those deals, right? Gary don't want to wait, or he wants to wait the last second on everything. And it never works out because he's not prepared. But we'll get into that. More about that. All right, Cowboys and the Eagles. 8.5. Spread total of 47.5. You can see the public down here. This is according to BetMGM. 58% of America, according to BetMGM, is on the Eagles. 8.5. 68% are on the over. 47.5, and 90% of the money line bets are on the Eagles. 90%. Greg, anything stand out to you there?
Yeah, I don't know who the 42% is betting on the Cowboys, but I don't know what you've seen that makes you interested in that side of things, unless you think they're going to score. But I mean, the money side doesn't surprise me in the slightest, and I think it'll probably go up even more. I mean, you see other places where it has hit 9 already, so it doesn't surprise me. But I mean, what have the Cowboys done or shown you that, motivates you on that side? If anything, like you're saying, and like you mentioned, I think it will be a big day numbers-wise for Prescott, regardless. Feels like an old Matthew Stafford days on the Lions when they'd lose by 25 points and he'd throw for 400 yards. So has a feeling it might get ugly. I mean, it's in Philly. There's a lot of things going against Dallas in this one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Dallas will go out and embarrass themselves. Like that. That's not a question.
They're going to do that on a daily basis.
Well, let me just say, you're dealing with a carnival barker and an actual NFL franchise. That's what you're dealing with. You've got a jackass and his son against people who actually know what they're doing. That's the difference. So, you know, I mean, I'm coming after Jerry Jones, but I'm really tired already of hearing, like, feel sorry for me about Mike. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm not feeling sorry for you about anything. You're an idiot. We've got to stop coddling morons. All right. If he wants to run a terrible franchise, do it on your own. Good for you. Enjoy it, Cowboy fans. Have a blast. Passing yards, Dak Prescott, 260 plus. Jalen Hurts, 290 plus. That seems high. I don't know. Yeah, I apologize, Cowboys fans. I'm already tired of hearing Jerry Jones. Yeah, Tony, I'm tired of hearing it. Like I'm tired of having to feel sorry for Cowboys fans. You have every resource on planet Earth. Like, you figure it out. Pass TDs. Dak Prescott 2+. I could see that. Jalen Hurts. Yeah, Brad. That's the thing. I'm really not interested in feeling sorry for a billionaire. Really not. Your team sucks because you're an idiot. Sorry. Pass attempts. Dak Prescott 38+. Jalen Hurts 28+. Completions 24+ for Prescott. I'm on that one. Jalen Hurts 20+. That's a big number. It's going to look small. That's a big number. A real big number for Jalen. Like, I mean, it is week 1, but I've played this before. Be careful. It can get tough, man. Well, love this. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying though? Like, honestly, you know what I hear from the Eagles front office? Nothing. I don't ever hear anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, the fans were threatening to kill the Eagles coach last year, and the dude went out and won a Super Bowl. That's how you handle your problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jerry Jones. Dude, Cowboys fans love him. I don't get it. You guys can have him.
Do they actually love him? Do they actually love him, or they just
keep paying him? They keep giving him millions.
I mean, once he leaves office, you're just going to roll him into his casket. He's going to be over.
Well, then you got his son.
Yeah.
Then you got his son. Have fun with that.
And then what's going to happen? Because who knows what's going to. I mean, that's a nightmare.
Well, let me just tell you. Let me just tell you. I say this as somebody. I was born there. All right, my family are like, I've been around this my whole life. My whole life. I've listened to Jerry Jones my whole life. He's an ass. Like, he's an annoying ass. Sorry, I didn't mean to get on this tangent. I'm tired of having to feel sorry for the guy. Like, dude, it's evident that you don't know what you're doing football-wise. You have no clue. And you have no interest in figuring it out. So, yeah.
Woe is me.
I mean, it's just constant. It's always. And I feel sorry for Cowboys fans because they have to put up with it. You have no choice.
Dallas fans haven't seen their team win a Super Bowl on a flat screen TV.
No. But we just keep hearing about it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, dude. Yeah, he wants to be a victim. He always wants to be a victim. Dude, that mindset is, please throw that in the garbage.
Yeah, he needs to be
not interested. It does no good. It doesn't do anybody any favors. Nothing. All right. Sorry, that's enough of that. All right, receiving yards here. CeeDee Lamb, I could see it. Look, they're going to take deep shots. Yeah, Spencer, right here. Look, I feel bad for Cowboys fans. Jerry needs to get his head out of his ass. It's getting hard. Agreed. Look, I and I'm telling you, like, I hear it the same thing from all of my family. They're all Cowboys fans. All of my family are Cowboys. Like, this isn't coming from somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about. Like, I've been around this my whole life. And I feel bad for Cowboys fans because you have every resource on play. There's no reason. There's absolutely no reason. Jerry Jones he plays commissioner. He acts like he's the commissioner. I don't know. All right. Enough of that. I just had to get that out. CeeDee Lamb, I could see this. He's going to get short passes. He's one of the best slot receivers in the NFL. AJ Brown. Look, Eagles receivers, Greg, feel free to jump in. I would be careful playing anything with Eagles receivers just because they just don't have to throw. Now they do. Like, you're going to get deep shots, and like, it's not like they're not going to pass at all. But I don't know, man. I mean, Greg, any thoughts? Like, they just don't have to throw all that much, man.
Yeah, I agree. If anything, maybe I'd look at like a Goddard situation. At least somebody with third down conversions, and not somebody necessarily going to need to take deep shots with, but consistent underneath pattern. On the same side, like you said, like we talked about, though, the opposite is true with the Cowboys, who we expect will probably be chasing and with I don't want to call it a prevent defense, but with a defense that's probably willing to give up a little bit of yardage to keep the clock running. I would expect some yards from that side of things. And regardless of completions, I think the attempts play as well with I almost called him Dascott. With Dak is a pretty good option. I think he'll be forced to throw. I think he's going to have to throw, and regardless of whether it's a 2-score game or a close game, I expect that Dallas is going to need to get their points and their yardage through the air.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, who's going to run the ball? Javonte Williams? I mean, they've got him projected at 34.5 rushing yards. That's it. Like, they're going to throw the whole game. I'm trying to figure out more ways to play this because looking at the rushing yards, Saquon Barkley, 94.5, Jalen Hurts, the Eagles quarterback is projected to have more rushing yards than the Cowboys running back.
And it makes sense.
They're not gonna and Javonte Williams, he might as well cut his hands off. This guy fumbles every 3 snaps. So, yeah, like I would look for Cowboys passing props because I don't see any scenario here where, I mean, Dak Prescott over 7.5 yards, I'd probably take that. If I were looking at rushing props, it would be with Dak Prescott.
1 sack away, too, from making that a very difficult yardage to gain. And, I mean, you got to expect he's going to go down at least once today. So how many yards is that going to be? And, I mean, and Prescott.
You talk about Dak?
Yeah. And
Prescott, remember, sacks don't count.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. You got to think about, he's the guy that doesn't want to run the ball anyways. I mean, he's always looking to get it out of his hands. He's definitely not a look down the field where I can run the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that, look, again, I'll stop with the negativity on Dallas because I don't want to be negative on anybody's team, but I've been prepping this game and I don't know. I don't understand what Dallas's game plan is coming into this, right? Like, I'm trying to figure out what they want to do because they're going to get demolished defensively. Well, Dallas's D-line's okay, but their defense is going to get ran over. And the more that this game goes, the more that Philly is going to run the football because they're just going to wear them out. But you're going to see a lot of quick passes. Yeah, well, I completely agree. You're going to see a lot of quick passes. You're going to see a lot of short passes on both sides. That's why I love playing CeeDee Lamb receptions. Go back and look. Last year, dude, those first 2 drives are all CeeDee Lamb because it's all they have. Now, is Philly going to double down? Maybe sometimes. But, yeah, Logan, game plan's got to be stop Saquon, which they can't, so no game plan. Like, they're going to be able to do it a little bit. Yeah, right. But I'm not being negative. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out ways to play props. And I'm just trying to do it like in my head. And I'm doing it Like, I do not know what Dallas is going to do. Right? Like I'm not putting this just on Dallas. This conversation we're going to have with every Eagles game. And it's the fact that they can completely shut you down. You know what I mean? Like, they're good enough to do that. So that's why I bring all this up, is that it's concerning to play any props on Dallas's side. But we'll see. Yeah. Stan said, Cowboys money line, baby. Let's ride. Sincerely, a Steelers guy. Yeah. Justin, look at Saquon first quarter props, CD first quarter props. Yeah, agreed. Completely agree. All right. Hold on. Sorry. We had more here. Receptions. Yeah. I mean, some of these are unplayable. All right. Greg, let's play a game here. First time TD scores, anytime TD score. Who is scoring a touchdown in this game tonight?
Jalen Hurts is scoring a touchdown tonight. I feel pretty confident in his ability, not only from outside the red zone, but we know what the tush push does. We know the ability, and we know the eyeballs that Saquon brings. Give me Jalen Hurts for anytime touchdown today.
So you go minus 150.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can play that.
Which is juicy, but you know what? I still think he's getting in, and I have no fear of it.
Yeah. No, I feel you on scoring a touchdown. I just can't play that.
150 is high. If you're looking for better value, I mean, Saquon is not there because, we know what we're going to get out of him. I like Goddard as well, like I mentioned before. I think that an opportunity with eyeballs going on those two with RPO, I think leaves Goddard a pretty good opportunity. So Goddard just under 3-1 as well is pretty nice.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like I could see Jalen first touchdown scoring.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plus 500. Yeah, I could definitely see that. Like,
yeah, tush push to start the year, right?
Yeah.
What if they just pick him up and throw him in the end zone this time instead?
Well, yeah, right. Yeah. You could play Saquon first touchdown and Jalen first touchdown. And you could play it at the same amount of money. And come out ahead if either of them get it. I mean, that's where I would go. Like, who would you rather take for 2 touchdowns? Saquon at plus 285 or Jalen at plus 360?
Saquon. I think that you're going to, as much as I think they'd like to, you still want to protect Hurts. You don't want him running every single time and pushing him in the end zone. Saquon's there to do that exact same thing. So
I agree with that. Yeah. Dan Clark, that's exactly what I did, AB. I put first touchdown and say, yeah, I think that's the way.
And it's not to say Hurts can't roll out and find it, but let's be honest, they spent the money and did this intentionally. And look at Derrick Henry. You know what I mean? I kind of a different version, but I feel the same way where you've got a guy that can run the ball, but take the miles off him a little bit and share the wealth. And honestly, who's going to get the carries? It's going to be Saquon for a reason. And, give the big boy the ball at the goal line. So wouldn't surprise me. Is there 2 touchdowns in the first half? That would be a fun piece if you could find it.
Yeah,
two for Saquon in the first half.
What do we do with George Pickens? I don't know.
Yeah, how much does he get the ball?
Like, Pickens might be a play for receptions or like he's going to get long balls. Like, it worries me with Philly, man, because they can just take over. Longest reception, Matt Logan. I love that. Yeah, I think that's a great play. Leave George Pickens alone. The silence said everything. Tight ends always especially got to worry about Pickens and Lamb on the outside. Yeah. I'm fascinated. All right, so we'll talk more about the NFL tonight. We got a whole hour show that we'll go through. Let's jump into Major League Baseball for today. All right. Aaron Judge plus 200. Kyle Schwarber plus 240. Shohei Ohtani plus 275. Junior Caminero plus 285. Mike Trout plus 450. Where are you going today?
Give me Aaron Judge today. The pitching matchups with Schwarber and Ohtani are fairly strong. I also lean, like I said, I talked about the under in that Dodgers game today. So give me Aaron Judge. Low number, but I like him today at 2-1.
Yeah. Judge is a good call. There's only like 6 games.
Yeah.
In Major League Baseball today. So you don't have much. I'm going to. All right. Who did you go? Judge?
Yeah.
I'll go Schwarber. I don't feel great about Schwarber today, but I feel better than everybody else just because it's such a light day. Yeah, I'll go Schwarber plus 240. Yeah. By the way, I'll get to 5 DTL memberships. Bro, thank you. Huge. And welcome to all the 5 new members, man. Well, thank you, big dog. Matt, I love that 2 time your money. Yeah, I know, right? I know. I know. Like, it's so funny with these home runs, right? Yeah, I'll go Schwarber. Home runs are just kind of falling off a bit. But I'll go Schwarber. All right, let's jump into Major League Baseball weather. All right, so like I said, we've only got like 6 games today. So Phillies and the Brewers. 64 degrees, feels like 57, 0% rain, and 11 miles an hour blowing out. Now, it's blowing out for right-handed pull hitters. Not saying that lefties can't get one out too. Of course they can, especially somebody like Schwarber. It's not like he only pulls the ball. However, when the wind is blowing significantly in one way, it does affect the game. So now I'm just talking about just in terms of left-handed hitters hitting home runs. As for runs, I mean, this is phenomenal. But look at that feels like 57, man. It's going to be cool out there. So there you go. Dodgers and the Pirates, 67 degrees, feels like 66. You've got a chance of rain here. You got some drizzle to start this game, but it's going to taper off. 6 miles an hour blowing out, so it's solid there. This is actually pretty good weather. It doesn't look great, but it's pretty good. Guardians and the Rays, 85 degrees, feels like 87, 23% chance of rain, 4.8 miles an hour blowing in. So we've had better weather in this series. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. And that rain's going to be there. It's just going to hover over. You're going to get some, like what I'm saying is this game is a tough bet. There could be a lot of runs, and this thing could dry up like the desert. I'm staying off of it completely. I don't know what to do with it. White Sox and the Twins, 59 degrees, feels like 54, 44%, 7.9 miles an hour blowing in. Look, you're going to have rain. This game probably is going to get canceled. It's probably going to get postponed, just to be honest with you. So if you bet it, be very careful with that one. Angels and the Royals, 77 degrees, feels like 78, no rain, 7.7 miles per hour blowing out. Great weather here. There's not a single thing you can complain about. Yankees and the Astros, you're going to be in the juice box, so the weather really doesn't matter, but it's going to be solid. So there you go. All right, let's jump into the analytics here. All right, taking a look at home runs here. Contreras, man, you see he's got 3. Colson Montgomery, he has 2. Schwarber has 2. Bryce Harper has 2. Freddie Peralta's name's all over this list. Look at the Phillies. But we've said that before. Trey Turner, he's got a home run. Alec Baum, he's got a home run. Jason Dominguez has 1. Ryan McMahon has 1. Yandy Diaz has 1. Mike Yastrzemski has 1. Giancarlo Stanton has 1. Shohei Ohtani has 1. Goldschmidt has 1. There you go. So decent names. I mean, for only 6 games, you've got decent names in terms of home run hitters. Take a look at hits here. Same deal, man. You see some Royals up here. William Contreras again. Jose Altuve, he's hit 267. Nick Castellanos hit 368. Andy Page is litty, my boy. Going up on Paul Skeens here, baby. Look at Andy Page. Is hitting 1,000 off Skeens, man, with a home run. Teoscar Hernandez hitting 500. Harrison Bader, Max Kepke. There are a lot of Phillies, man, all over the board today. Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber. Hits, Andrew Monasterio, 11 straight games with a hit. He is your MLB leader. Brandon Nimmo, 10 straight games with a hit. Ian Happ, 8 straight games with a hit. Jackson Holliday, 7 straight games with a hit. Byron Buxton, 7 straight games with a hit. Mickey Moniak, 7 straight games with a hit. Soto's up there with 6. Brandon Marsh has 5. Then the last 7 days, Juan Soto, 5 home runs, his last 7 games. Really, you can read all of it. You see it. Pete Alonso's got 4 there. Schwarber's got 4. Ian Happ's got 3. Hitting 429. Jazz Chisholm hitting 304. Rafael Devers, man, got 4 walks in his last 7 games, hit 345. George Springer, he hit 1 yesterday. Trent Grisham and Jeremiah Jackson. Okay. All right. Let's hit our picks one more time, and we'll jump out of here, man. All right, Greg, what you got?
All right, MLB today. We just talked about a couple of these games. Dodgers Pirates, we're taking the under 7. We're taking the Brewers money line. And in NFL, starting tonight, we have a teaser going with the Eagles minus -1.5 and the Broncos minus a point. On Sunday, we're jumping back on the NFL, taking the Cardinals minus 6.5. And we are taking the Dolphins anywhere between +1 to pick them.
Nice. All right. I'm taking Dak Prescott over 23.5 completions, taking Saquon Barkley over 19.5 rushing attempts, Jake Elliott over 1.5 field goals, and CeeDee Lamb over 6.5 receptions at -115. All right. The Howie Schwab crew play of the day. Let me pull this up. We need a producer. This is hard doing it. Let's see. All right, your winner is the Eagles minus 8.5 at 37%. Second place is the Cowboys plus 8.5, which I mean, I somewhat get. I get the number. And then the under 47.5, 22%. Third place, fourth place is the over 47.5%. So you're feeling the Eagles and the under in this one. And you know what? I tend to agree. Peggy, it is here. It is. So good to see you. So good to see you. All right, Greg, any final thoughts before we get out of here, man?
Yeah, make sure you guys are jumping on Crew Exclusive with our Survivor plays. We will be hopefully riding this thing for quite a long time, but week 1 is here for us. So we've got 4 Survivor picks, and we'll see how long we can hopefully ride this thing.
There we go, man. There we go. All right, we'll be live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 Central. Break down the NFL and everything. And I'm telling you, come hang out. I assure you, these shows are the most fun in the game. All right, everybody, have a wonderful Thursday. Get yourself ready. Baseball, NFL tonight. We'll be live 7 p.m. Eastern. But till then, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets, and we will see you later this afternoon. Thanks.
Who's got it better than us? No!